So he's
God.
already adventing these things that we still got to wrap our heads around.
Right.
Which is probably a lot more Southern. But my prism is understanding him from being my label mate in L.A.
Correct.
So to answer your question, he was always so genuinely nice to me. Then they popped. And I'm going to tell you when Master P actually nationally popped. Pac died. Master P had a record and he did Is There Heaven for
Heaven for Gangsta.
He actually so guess what? That album was supposed to come out. That album was supposed to come out. He didn't have that song. Pac died. He pulled the album from priority and re-recorded that record.
Wow.
Nobody else think about it. Nobody on the West Coast has said anything about "We Miss You, Pac." Nobody gave a fuck.
But he did. He did it for everybody too, though.
He did it before everybody. But that album was supposed to come out, and then Pac died. He pulled it and was like, no, it can't come out yet. He went and made that record, and it's a trajectory changer. It's making that decision. I'm sure he was doing it from his heart,
right.
But that was a record that connected us all. Tupac and Is There Heaven for a Gangster, and then he went from the nigga,
the tank nigga,
that Master P nigga, the tanky guy in Atlanta.
Right.
That nigga went from tank guy in Atlanta to out of here. And literally, I watch. You could watch. You watch companies, and you watch how nigga could go from D list to A list immediately. That nigga numbers went pew.
So see, in L.A. He went from that to that. Yeah. But down here,
he had already
created. P was that nigga. You understand what I'm telling you?
I don't know. I was late.
I'm telling you.
I was super late on P.
I'm just telling you. I remember you.
And I can tell you one thing. Ain't it? I've known some of the best and and some of the most successful. What genuinely a nice dude. Like he would always be super nice to me.
Yeah.
That's that respect, man.
Yeah, P's one of those guys.
He's a super respectful guy,
super
man.
nice human being.
Yeah, man.
I learned shit from him.
I'm excited about his movie that's coming out.
Business shit about how to attack things.
Right.
I mean, he had a bigger amount of money to fuck with to invest and take the risk. But to answer your question, he was just like, "Yo, you want to be in my movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, fuck yeah." I'm like, "What I gotta do?" He's like, "Nah, just be yourself." Yeah. I'm like, "That's easy, nigga." All right. Gave me some bread to act like me, drink and talk shit. I was like, "Okay, great."
Oh, I got.
So salute Master P, man. He lived 1,000 lives.
Yeah, definitely.
King of the South.
A fan question?
And you heard it.
Man, P live 1,000 lives.
Indeed.
Can I ask a fan question?
You got
all
one left or two left? How many down?
Look,
we got to keep a counter.
Every question.
Hold on, this is just a fan question because I always felt two of the most lyrical motherfuckers that ever come out the West is you and Corrupt Young Gotti.
Yep.
Have you and Corrupt Young Gotti, the fact that you motherfuckers have been in a booth together and Corrupt be ready to go like at the drop of a hat, have you niggas ever just stood in front of each other and be like, we gonna go bar for bar?
No. You know why? Because he'll end up making me laugh. We have inside jokes. We have Corrupt is first of all, Corrupt is the quintessential BG. Like when I say that, I mean like the things Corrupt was rapping on the Snoop and the Dog Pound, those first records. It's literally the experience I grew up having before I even met Curtis and them, like my 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old self. And so, big fan of Corrupt. Before I even met him, and then he became my brother. I'm just a big fan of Corrupt. But now we know each other, and so it's hilarious because he's funny as fuck. He's smart, like his brother Roscoe Scotty.
Roscoe, Roscoe,
come on.
Like, and I remember one time we was. I mean, we'll rhyme, niggas would get at it and have fun, but and shit, we've been in a group together, the Horsemen.
Yeah,
shit.
right.
So and
that's why I had to ask.
But the whole rule of the Horsemen was you write on the spot and you can't change it. So if you get burned down,
so
wait, see that doesn't go on. That doesn't go on because if a nigga get beat now. That nigga's not turning that record in. He is rewriting his shit.
We couldn't clear that sample.
Bro, we had records, me, Killer Priest, Cannabis, Corrupt, and the whole shit was you go in, you lay it. There is no takebacks, nigga. You get wiped, you get wiped.
Come on.
Hold on.
Start from scratch, you get wiped.
Let's pause for a second.
And we be going at it, my nigga. Like that shit was like war games, bro.
The only recent group that we have with
Versus
that
Slaughterhouse.
concept is Slaughterhouse. Right?
Slaughterhouse is the evolution of.
And that's what I was getting to.
And no
They
disrespect.
know that too. Come on.
Out of their mouths, they'll
Who's the
always
coldest
say that.
out of Who's the coldest out of the
There's no
group?
coldest. I am third.
Joel Ortiz.
Man, just because you're a light skinned nigga.
Joel Ortiz. And I'm not gonna let that hurt my feelings.
Yawa.
Yo, the first guest to ever shoot shots. I like this nigga. Oh my God.
And for the record, hold on.
All four of them niggas is deadly.
Right.
That's
a fact.
First of all, I'm not gonna let you do that to me. First of all, what's gonna happen, right? You better get my motherfucking angles right? And make sure I come out the dark skinned nigga that I am. You feel me?
You said no, that light.
Hey, get your f-stops together.
When you come back to Atlanta, I'm not feeding you, nigga. Don't fucking hit me.
I'm sorry, he's very dark. I need that food. Thank you, Chef India. God bless your soul.
I did a show with Crooked about 4 years ago.
Yo, Maya's
For
in the building.
A3C.
You got a drink, Maya? You got a drink?
He said, "Fuck my story."
Maya Bailey's
Goddamn.
Listen,
Listen, you still light skinned, goddammit. Don't try to deflect this.
We need somebody to bring nice. We need a Coca-Cola over here. We need some ice.
Something.
My cup is mad.
Because I've been drinking more. Anyway,
We need to do
so
this.
my
What you got,
point
man?
is, with Crooked, I meant to ask him about the origins of Four Horsemen and where, you know what I'm saying? Because like,
No, they'll
you
always
can't.
say that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
I didn't invent words. You know, what they are is the first supergroup. What we try to do is create.
Thank you.
You're really ill in your clique. I'm really ill in my clique. Why don't we combine and be ill together? And thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Dark skinned nigga, right?
Yeah, dark skin.
Oh my God.
Zulu, Nigerian niggas like that.
So
yeah.
Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh, wait.
Wait, finish your point. I'm sorry.
But what I wanted to say is, they did what we could never do. Whether it was political or label.
It was label shit. We know.
Yeah, but they kept it together, and they showed their strength in numbers. They unified, and they got one album done.
Right.
They unified enough to get 2 albums done.
Right.
They got 1 album done and got signed to Eminem.
Right.
To fucking,
Shady.
not just Shady. To fucking Interscope.
Right.
It gave him a platform where this nigga gets 2.2 million, so Buttons gets to do
Right.
Buttons. Joel gets to do. I know all them independently.
Right.
The one I know the least is Buttons. But Buttons is an ill nigga.
Right.
Joel is my nigga. He an ill nigga. We all got personal human stories, and I'm big fans of their work.
Right.
And the fact that this is the one thing Royce said to me one time. I fresh out of prison again, and we were like, when I came out of prison, I started working on a record. The album was called Adidas. All Day I Dream About Spitting.
Then you started that to you changed that
One
to
time for
Barmageddon,
Adidas.
right?
No,
Nah, it
Adidas
was
is
Adidas. and
Adidas, right?
Puma came
No.
after that one, right?
Well, Puma never really came out.
Yeah,
It was
right.
gonna be. I was gonna do Adidas, Nike. Now I know everything. So it was Adidas.
Because it's All Day I Dream about
Adidas.
spinning.
It was Adidas, Fila, Nike. All Day I Dream About Spitting was my journey. Fuck it, lose it all. But I put that on IP, intellectual property, the song with
Right.
Bun B.
Right.
It's called Fuck It, Lose It All. And so instead of making a whole album, I made one song. And then the last song was going to be Nike. Now I know everything.
Can we just acknowledge how when a nigga's level is to a certain point, he can start just playing with motherfuckers? Because when you decide I'm gonna do sneakers, I'm just gonna do a whole series
And
of
flip it.
motherfuckers.
A mini series,
Just
like
kill
a mini
niggas.
series within
Like,
the series. Yeah.
That's when you just like, you know what? I have mastered language. I have mastered the art.
Can we
of
acknowledge
spitting.
when somebody say some dope shit? Jay is gonna acknowledge that they
You
said it.
motherfucking right. That's my job. He has the bell. I pinpoint the dope shit.
Ready?
That's what we do. That's just some dope shit.
Speaking of dope shit, cruise ships. Ghetto Fabulous, what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Connecting.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to take that dope and said, we are going on a fucking cruise ship and we're going to film this video? Because that shit, I'm a visual person, and that video always stay in my mind. It's like, Ghetto
That niggas
Fabulous.
like cruises.
It's It's
We can't swim, but we definitely want to be on water.
It's Shook Ones Part 2, but these are videos that are etched in my brain. So whose idea for that concept was it? I know we going back, but still, that shit.
No, for me, it was me. It was. I'm trying to give credit where it's due. I wanted to do Titanic. It was the biggest fucking movie ever grossing. So what I wanted to do was a nigga Titanic.
Got you.
So are you gonna do a nigga? I guess now it's the Avengers.
It costs too much money to make niggas fly. That's not in the budget, bro.
the fake, because I remember the one clip near the end of the video.
Well, that's Blue.
Wait,
that's the nigga that's in the passenger seat.
Oh shit,
that's Blue Da Vinci.
Just tell
the nigga that jumps over the gate first, is Blue, and then it's me. And
that's why I asked him if that was true, that it was
Blue
his cousin.
BMF.
You knew that already? I missed. I meant in the video. I did the video. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he was clean cut like.
That's why I asked him because he had the video.
I'm the bigger cousin. I'm the older cousin. So clean cut. At the end, when we were on the boat, we were on the raft.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo, which was one of Dre's producers, is me, Stu, and Blue. Yeah. Period.
Damn.
Word.
I got an ignorant ass question.
Oh, shit.
Like,
no, don't apologize. Do your thing. This is why you're here.
It's about to hurt me.
This question is so ignorant, okay?
It's going to hurt me. Go ahead.
Can you please just describe the dress Tekashi was wearing in that bodega that day?
Well, see, I saw one picture.
Oh my god.
But I had already known because the homie, who I'm not gonna mention who the homie was, but because I think they edited his name out on purpose, which is great, which is awesome. But anyway, the homie's a DJ. He's a popular DJ, successful DJ. He had been saying this for, about 2 years. He's like, oh no, that's it. No, he just like, bro, worked at the bodega by the studio, right? I was like, bro, be skirted out, whatever. So, I'm like, I could believe it. I was like, I just like it. No, for real. I was just like, you got to understand, like, trolling is a thing. Like, it's a craft in and of itself. Yeah. Like, I don't have enough gumption, time, nor energy to purposely fuck with people.
It's cool.
It's like somebody that kept doing this. Right. So what you doing?
Or the brother sister brother thing. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Like, it takes a different personality type to do it. But when it's done well, I kind of enjoy it. Yeah. So the fact that he was pushing so many people's buttons, to me, I enjoyed it. I'm just like, this nigga's hilarious. This nigga got rainbow hair. Talking all this shit.
Claiming he from Brooklyn. It was like, what the fuck?
He is from Brooklyn.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Listen.
Sir, he was on the stand and said he was from Brooklyn.
He said
and
that is on the stand.
All right, moving on.
I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't talk about this no more. Listen.
But I dislike that nigga at my core. I
don't dislike him. But anyway, it was a black little dress, like the Merce, a man person.
Like a LBD, a little black dress.
Yeah, like you know how to look, man. Look. Do you remember when the football and the basketball niggas and P Diddy thought it was cool and they thought they was gonna trick niggas into wearing like little nigga men skirts?
Yeah. What's the Irish thing called? The kilt.
No, a kilt is a kilt. These niggas had like leather skirt.
Yeah, because you remember the Watch the Throne.
You remember that shit?
Kanye wore was the motherfucking leather kilt.
Yo, shout out to Baby because he said it best. Sometimes in hip hop, shit just go left.
Yeah, so when he showed me the picture, this is.
No.
It was a skirt. It wasn't a dress. It was a skirt.
We're gonna get back.
Don't do that.
No, it was like no. It was like dude. It was like just imagine dude with no tattoos, but kind of longer hair, maybe like a little hipster bun.
Hold up. What he's saying is he was gangsta-licious. That's what he's saying. Rock and roll gangsters. Delicious.
Right.
Okay, that was on.
This concludes part 1 of our episode. We hope you guys have been enjoying the show. Make sure you check out part 2. Until next time, so let's cook.